Yo, 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 what's up? Welcome. It's the 7th of September, 2018. I have Aaron back here. Wave, Aaron.
Hey.
Aaron, as you know, has a company called Flat 5. Any of you that have music courses that are accomplished musicians or have are YouTubers or whatever that want to put their content on Aaron's website, his platform really is what it is. That's where I have a couple of courses there myself, and other people do. Nare Soul has a new course up there, and Daryl Gable, and a bunch of different people. Anyways, stay tuned because we're going to be I'm going to be reviewing a couple people's songs. These are people from the Beato Club. Also, RB907 discount for the Beato book. It doesn't come in this thing. I bound this myself, but it's PDF. 20% off everything in my store today. RB907, and you can get your mugs there. We sell a lot of mugs actually, especially double harmonic major because those are the hardest ones. Ultra Phrygian, come on, man. Who knows Ultra Phrygian that can say right now? Well, if you were drinking like I am, this stuff called Twist, which is pretty good. Ultra Phrygian 1 flat, 2 flat, 3 flat, 4, 5 flat, 6 double flat, 7 double harmonic major. Renzo, what's up? Haven't seen you in a while. What's up, Amy? Amy Nolte in the house. Okay, I want to talk quickly about yesterday's video. I did a video that I crowdsourced my title. I'm actually going to change the title today. I did it kind of as a joke, and I got some incredibly hilarious titles. I mean, some of the best ones. Anybody that's a YouTuber that needs titles, just send me an email. I have about 200 of them. But yesterday's was called, let's see, where is it? Make Your Song Great, capital letters, with this, capital letters, chord progression. But essentially it was a video where I talked about using chord structures to create melodic lines used for either arranging or, for improvisation, things like that. I wrote a piece, I put it in there, and I demonstrated how to develop lines using chord structures. So as the video is going on, I'm showing you. Now, there's a lot of linear things happening during it when you watch it. So if it says, sometimes it'll have static chords. It might say D minor 7 flat 6, or it might say something like, F altered dominant or something, but yet you'll hear a linear thing going on, or it might say F Aeolian. But if it's F Aeolian, you might hear me play. I did it in the video where I played C sus4 if I had F in the bass, C sus4, A flat sus4, F sus4, and you'll hear that I'm developing lines over that in the orchestration and in the linear lines in the piano part and in the orchestration. Some people have asked me too what libraries I'm using for what the string libraries were for yesterday, and they're all Spitfire audio. I used 3 different libraries actually there. I used Albion 2, chamber strings, and Albion 1, I think. I used them for different things, but Spitfire's awesome. Christian Henson, who's a friend of mine who owns the company, is and has a really great YouTube channel that you guys should check out. Really like Christian's channel. I was watching his video that he does an incredibly cool vlog about 3 times a week. So, Aaron, there's questions that you can be answering. I'm seeing things come in here. Amadeo, what's up?
There's a lot of people asking how to submit these songs. Do you want to just say something about that?
So to submit songs for review, that's one of the levels of the Beato Club. The Beato Club is our version of, it's a crowd, it's like Patreon basically. It's a way that you can support the channel. I know a lot of you have the Beato book. and you want to support the channel, and we're doing some, we're going to be doing some really cool things. I've got a couple trips coming up now because of this, even though we're only a month into the Beato Club. But it's one of the, hey, Peter Smart, everybody. Hello, Peter. We got to chat whenever you have a chance. But I'm going to demonstrate what kind of how I will review your songs, basically. Okay, so I picked out a couple songs. Some people, Aaron got in touch with some people that said that we could do this live, because a lot of people that do this, honestly, are people that are interested in doing pre-production or something or they have orchestral pieces or something. They have things that can't be, that other people can't hear. Okay, so it has to be, so it's private. You get a private link to and I basically give you a critique, about a 10-minute critique or so of your music, whatever it is. And it can be, on a lot of things. People want, some people want to know critique on their mixing, critique on their songwriting, critique on their piece. So I have a couple songs that I'm going to get to here in a second about that. But I want to go back once again to yesterday's video. So some of the people that have come to the channel recently are not used to my videos, my theory videos like that. And they asked me to do videos on other things, which I've done many videos on. So I would just say to look in the, I believe it's the music theory playlist, Aaron. I think there's one like that on my on YouTube. I'm going to go over the playlist and check them today. But there's a, if you want to go back, I'm going to go back and check, but that's a place to go on my channel to find information specifically about the things that I'm talking about. I don't go into detail in the latest video on what, is a modal chord, or what is a, what are particular voicings. You have to be used to it. I did have a couple typos in it too. Look in the comments. The last chord was supposed to be E flat major. And then, or last mode was E flat Ionian, not E flat Mixolydian. And then I had one of the things early on. I just I had the staff, and I put it in the bass clef instead of the treble clef. You'll see it's very obvious. Your boss caught you watching Legion of Boom. That's not good. Oh, you're back now. Nice. So somebody just asked, can you get the Beato book in India? Yes, it's a PDF. You can get it anywhere in the world. And RB903, anything in my store, my cheat sheet mugs of all the modes of the major scale, melodic minor scale, harmonic major scale, double harmonic major scale, all the different triad formulas. You can get any of those mugs.
907.
What's that?
It's RB907.
RB907, I'm sorry, is the code for that. 20% off anything in the store. Renzo, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Should we get to this, Aaron?
Sure. I'm just going to post a link of where you can sign up for the song reviews and just the Beato Club.
So the Beato Club is you get to it through my website, but it's really on Flat 5, on Aaron's platform that he built. It's Aaron's teaching platform that the reason Aaron doesn't work here anymore is because when we were looking for a teaching platform to put up courses, they were so bad, no offense, that he said that he could write one better than that, and he did. And so anyways, check out flat5.com. Okay, so I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna pick the I'm gonna pick this first song. It's called Hard to Get. Now whose song is this?
So this is Dave Hawkey, and this is his second review.
Okay, this is Dave Hawkey, his second review. I'm going to play the song. I'm going to stop it. Now, I've listened to it one time because we just actually got these because we had to get their permission. So most people, though, some people want to have their songs heard. Some people don't. So here it is. Let me play you the beginning of it here. What's up, Ray? Okay.
Did we practice birds?
Okay, I'm going to start out right from the beginning here, okay? This sounds great, Dave, but okay. So we're going from we're going D major. Da 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 da. Okay, we're going between D and C, right? Let me turn this so you can see my guitar a little bit better here. Let's see here. Is this gonna work here, Aaron?
Yeah.
It's not working very well here. Oh boy. Hold on one second, everybody. There we go. Oh, I don't like the head cut off thing there. That's totally not cool, but okay, that's good. Okay. Da. So the melody starts on the sus4, which is cool, which you go and he resolves it. Da 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 da. But on the second phrase, check this out here. I like that answer part there. Now that melodically, that I think is kind of weak melodically, Dave. I would da 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 da. But I think da 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 is really a stiff melodically. I think that could be improved upon. Ba ba, and then. I do like the that answer sound that you have that has a lot of modulation on it. I think that's really effective. That comes in on the left speaker. I think that's good arrangementally. But I think that the performance and the one thing I like about it is that is what I call a signature. And I always talk about you need to have a good signature at the beginning of your song, right? Something that is no matter what it is, no matter what genre of music. It is, you have to have something that's, when there's not lyrics happening, when there's not a vocal melody, there needs to be some type of melodic line to sing. That's why people, have intros and things like that. And that's what I call a signature. So that part is good.
Is your gaze a partial snow?
Good melody.
Part the curtains, we might be familiar.
Okay, right there. The really pinched syllable there, the E syllable there, to me is not, because the first line's very well sung.
The curtains, we might be familiar. Are you playing hard to get?
More open syllables are better.
Practice birds and bees together.
Okay, so once again, he does that bees. He does the E syllable, which is really pinch sounding and does not sound good sung in that register. Okay, so I would maybe search for a different rhyme. I think lyrically it could be better right there. You have to really be careful when you have particular syllables like that because they sound really pinched, but it's a very good melody. Another cool thing, so he goes to E minor. Ba, 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 ba. Now that actually works better there on the interlude. So this is a very cool thing that he's doing here. Dave, I dig this, that you have an interlude where you've actually changed the chord. You go to E minor and you have the hook line again to divide the verse in two, which is really good.
On my face,
more open syllable.
Keen windows you might feed another.
Again.
Are you playing hard to get? Hiding memories that might lose your favor.
Okay, so in that part of the verse, when he says hard to get, when you get up to that E there, it's I think
that might lose your favor.
I think you could get a better take of that personally. Now that's a pro thing there that the bass player did. The bass goes up the octave. That's a production trick that you really like to do, and you'll find it in most songs done by professionals. It doesn't matter what the genre is. Listen to the bass go up the octave.
Memories that might lose your favor.
Right here. Good.
As she searches me, I feel her icy trailheads in my mind. She's finding photographs connected by the stitches in her line.
Okay, there's some interesting things here in the chorus. Let's listen again. Here we go. E minor, B minor, A, okay, so, no. Okay, so it's cool. I like it that they have 3 minor chords in a row. So this is kind of the reverse of we were talking about this the other day about Sting. Sting, for example, would like to do where you have a minor verse, okay, like Roxanne is in G minor, and then the chorus goes to major. Well, here Dave has the verse is in major. It's really going between C and D and E minor, which is in G major. So you got the 5, 4, and 6. And then he goes to E minor in the chorus. So he's going from major to minor, essentially, right? It's like D Mixolydian, that first part.
She's finding photographs connected
1, 2, 3, 1,
by the stitches in her
Okay, so I like the I like the but I feel that the chorus goes on a bit long. When it goes to that D, that held D chord there at the end, it goes C to D at the very end of the chorus. I start to get lost into that.
icy trailheads in my
That's where
she's finding photographs.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think that's effective. But this time, and then. Okay, so to me that goes on too long. I think it could have actually just gone from the C, obviously back into the verse, right? And so I feel like the chorus needs to be edited right there. One thing I do like about it too is I love the compression on the overheads. When he's hitting the crashes, they're not hit too hard, and they have this nice compression on them where they don't sound harsh. They have a nice bloom, as I call. That's actually a nice use of compression. Then we're on to the next verse.
Could you be clear?
So it was kind of unneeded to me to go to that D, to go from C to D, and then end on C, and then you're back in D on the second verse. So to me, that could be edited.
Could you make sure you're safer? Are you playing hard to get?
Once again, that could be better sung.
I might lose your favor.
Nice bass part.
And as she searches me,
I like the simple drum fill into the chorus too. I call those caveman fills. Anytime I work with rock bands, they always sound great when they're played. When drummers play really simple fills, you follow? Those are they always sound good in the mix.
as she searches me.
there's a lot of nice layering in the background here between the guitars that I think are, I think adds to the atmosphere. If I had another criticism on the track, though, it's very dark. A lot of the tones, there's not a lot of top end in a lot of the tones, and but I think that there's still there's clarity to the lines.
She's finding photographs connected by the stitches in her life.
Once again, the bass goes up the octave on the beat. Okay, so this would be the bridge. Okay, so that's the bridge. And the bridge, going back to the intro, to me is not, I don't think is that interesting because we've already heard that. The idea of going to a bridge is that you want some type of change of vibe. Okay, so I would choose to do something different. Also, the using a line like that seems very pedestrian to me for this tune. I think that there's something better that could be done there. It's not that it's bad, it's just not, I think it's not as good as it could be. Let's go back to the beginning of the bridge. Good sound, though. Okay, that was that. Now, if I was producing, I said, no, we're not going to do that. That was gratuitous. I don't even know what that was at the end. Yeah, that could be a lot better. I think that I honestly think there could be a completely different bridge for that. Something where there's a key shift or something. I think that going back and forth between the D and C. We've heard it in the verse. You have a double verse, and you have to find something new, someplace new to go, whether it's a modulation. One of the things about having your verse be in major, at least between these, and then your chorus being in minor. Is that you have to go someplace different, and then maybe do something like that. You know, if you for the bridge, I might go to G, right? Even, something simple like that. I use the secondary dominant. I use B major, which we haven't heard before. We've heard B minor. But right there, instead of going, I think could really help the song. Let's listen on here. So back to the chorus. Good melody, very good melody. She's finding photographs connected by the stitches in. Okay, so the bass and drums are trying to do different things each time. Da-do-do, da-do-do, da-do-do. One of the problems when you have a chorus that has a rhythmic hook like that, okay, where you have these, the three groupings here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, is that eventually when you've heard it enough times, by the time you get to your last chorus, to me, I get tired of hearing that. That's one of the dangers of having having your chorus broken up by a rhythmic figure like that. The chorus, ideally, those kind of figures are actually better used in bridges, I think. I think that I think the song would be stronger without that. Or There's too much sameness from chorus to chorus. Continuing. Good drum fill there. Cool. Okay, there's a lot of great stuff in there, Dave. I think it's a good song. I think it's a good song, but I think it could be a lot better song. Once again, I would rethink this intro part. This lick, I think is a little bit pedestrian. The bridge could be better, but there's a lot of really good elements to it. I would fix those. I would actually avoid those E syllables in the verse. I think it's not flattering to your voice. It sounds pinched, and you got to, at all costs, those are the kind of things that a good producer is going to keep you from doing. I would say we either need to change the lyric there or get a better take or find a way where it doesn't sound so pinched, because those kind of things, I think, become tiresome to the ear after a while. But very good. Okay, the next song, New Sun on the Rise. Tell me about this, Aaron. Who is this?
Jean Bélanger.
Jean Bélanger. Okay, this is called New Song on the Rise. New Sun on the Rise. Let's check it out. Okay, we're in a different tuning. Down a half step. Okay, some good stuff in here, some other stuff that I think could be better. So we're down a half step, but essentially we've got E minor. We're in a triple meter, which, when done right, is great. One of my favorite things. I love triple meters as long as they don't sound like sea shanties, right? I like the licks and everything. It has a Pink Floyd vibe. The whistling, I'm not crazy about. It worked on the Andy Griffith show, but I don't think it works here. I think it has a little... whistling can really be corny. You got to be careful of whistling, unless you're Toots Thielmans. Let's check it out again here. So essentially, the fills is your signature hit. Hook. I like with the piano note coming in there. Very basic production, but good. You have the little cello part. That's good.
and she runs through the field.
Okay, so the extra bar before the chorus is
And she runs through.
I think there's really nothing that goes on that, and I think that it's I find my interest kind of declining slightly before the chorus, but the chorus has some good elements to it.
Those are footsteps.
Good melody, very Pink Floyd. Really good phrasing on that. Da 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 da. I like it how there's even though it's a bare bones production, I like the rhythmic accents that happen. Yeah, the very strong. Once again, we started in E minor, right? And where are we in the chorus here? Right? And we're on C, right? So this is just the opposite of the other song. So this song starts in minor on E minor, and then the chorus goes to C, okay? Which is why it feels like there's an uplift in it. And the nice device used here by, what is it, JP? Is that right?
Yeah.
By JP, that actually with the upbeat accent, having that G over B there, actually changes the harmonic rhythm of the song and makes it appear like it's moving faster, that it has more energy. Good melody there. Okay, now right there, da, 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 da. There's a connecting phrase there that I call a lead-in. Okay, so he's leading the listener into this second half of this. Listen.
Those are footsteps out from the tune.
And da, 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 da. You hear that flat six? That is a sound that I talked about that I was talking about in one of my videos recently, one of the what makes this song great in Tool, because Maynard uses that flat six in Parabola a lot, and that's a sound. Great singers that use natural minor use that flat six because it invokes a melancholy mood, even when you pass through it really quickly. Da 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 da. That dissonance there against the fifth of the chord. Listen to it again. It's good.
Those are footsteps
right here.
Out from the tune. Darling, don't you know
and then on the C chord, even though it's really C, it's really B, but on the right there, A, he's using a tension note on the C, A, using the major seventh on that C chord right there. Once again, using an upper structure because it's not in the chord, but he's singing the major seventh there. Another good melody choice.
Those are footsteps out from the tune.
I think he could actually, he only implies that C, da, da. I probably would have done something even more obvious than that to really grab the mood a little more. Voice gets a little lost there. The really barren acoustic is cool, but it's it kind of after a while it smacks a little bit too much of indie rock. It almost sounds like a DI guitar. It's not well recorded, and I realize this may not be a fully realized song, but even in this state, you got to get rid of the whistling. Too long between the verses too.
emptiness against her skin, captivated by the feeling.
Now the vocals start to get lost here.
Yeah, it's just a little.
The piano's too loud.
It's comforting something.
There's no good. There's we're starting to lose the energy in the track here in the vocal part. Okay, there's no good articulation on the beginning of the words. It's in desperate need of compression, or getting up on the mic more and singing it. Even if you're going to sing it with a kind of with this melancholy mood, it still needs to have some type of articulation to the vocal. Otherwise, you'll never understand the lyrics, and it just sounds like mumbling after a while. Once again, too long on the D chord there, D flat. It's good there. That's a good sparse piano part.
Those are footsteps, outrun the tears. Darling, don't you know it ain't real when you're dreaming. With me,
Now you see, change in mood.
step inside your fantasy.
This is really like the bridge. That's good.
Let's forget about reality.
But once again, the vamping on the A minor chord here, it gets naked. It's that whole section is very well done, and at the end it runs out of steam. Listen. Great. I like that. Dun, 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 is really good phrasing in the piano.
Let's forget about reality.
And those stresses against the beat and the vocals, good. Now we're starting to... Okay, so one problem here to me is that we've run out of room with the instrumentation here. We've run out of energy. We've kind of hit the peak. Since there's no drums, that's kind of the top of the track. We've bumped up against the top, and it can't really go anywhere energy-wise. That's good. Great dynamics. Okay, so right there, this texture, it hasn't really been used here with the voice, with this thinned out texture. We're already almost 4 minutes into the song, okay? This should have been used to me earlier on in the song because it's very effective. Check it out. This is good. Okay, let me just... The piano's good there. Except for the distortion on the guitar. A lot of great elements on this. Melodically pretty strong. The second verse really needs work, though, as far as the vocal articulation. Now, I love the laid-back feel of it. I love the kind of, Pink Floyd-esque. I love the darkness of it. I think it's good. But it just can't, you can't let the lyrics get lost in mumbling. And you know, definitely the guitar recording could be improved, the acoustic guitar recording. I like the lo-fi vibe of it, but yet there's other actually very lush production elements to it. The piano is very well used in this song. I just think that there's some arrangemental things that could happen, and I'm really missing some percussion, something. Drum set, percussion, tambourine, anything with sharp attacks. That's what the song is missing. It's missing some rhythmic elements, and it's missing instruments that have really defined transients. I think it would help create a more dynamic. I think it would help create a more dynamic arrangement. Once again, you're bumping up against the top of what can be played by 4 instruments and a voice. So that was New Sun on the Rise by JP.
JP, yes.
JP, great job. Okay, so that's kind of what the Beato Club, what that, of that, for those of you that are in, we only have a limited number of people that we do for this. We're getting close to running out of them right now, I think, right, Aaron?
Yeah, and I just wanted to explain one thing that I
Go
got
ahead.
a question about in an email.
Yep.
So somebody asked if they sign up for the Platinum membership, if they're guaranteed to get a review. And yes, they are. It is, you get a song review guaranteed. It's not guaranteed that you get it on live stream, but you might get it on live stream. But everybody gets a review, no matter whether it's on live stream or just in private.
Now, these are all private reviews. Aaron sends out emails. Everybody has a login. They log in. If somebody's doing pre-production to an album and you don't want people to hear it, this is going to be, this is all privately done, where I do a video. I do this with your songs. I make suggestions of where to go. Some of the things I've suggested melody changes, lyric changes, depending on what it is. And frankly, last month we got all types of different pieces. We got orchestral pieces. We got things for, so many different, where there's one performance art piece that was really interesting. A lot of really interesting, a lot of cool music from people. Mm-hmm. Okay, so once again, Beato book, RB907, at 20% off anything in my store. You get the Beato mugs there. I hate to be that, but that's how I make a living here, where I don't have to have sponsored videos. You guys notice I don't do sponsored videos, right? I don't do sponsored videos. I don't do Patreon. Don't do anything like that. I do Flat 5 because I support people like Aaron, who has the best new teaching platform out there. And you guys should check out flat5.com. Anyways, thank you. Watch my video, the 1,100 people that are on. Watch the video I put out yesterday. Give it a listen. It's what I call an old school Beato video. My first 200,000 subscribers were built off videos like that. That are I'd call it, high concept composition or improvisation. But I would like people that if you've just started subscribing to my channel since January even, I've done almost no videos like that. But most of my channel was built on these kind of videos, and there's a lot more videos like that you should check out. Anyways, thank you for watching. Aaron, anything last thing to say here?
Just keep sending in songs to review.
Great. You guys are the best. Thank you.